welcome to Autonomous Machines World 2018 in Berlin. It's my pleasure to be here with René von Fintel.
I'm basically a head of product management and market management. This is one function inside the company, and therefore I'm responsible for different decisions on cameras, industrial cameras mainly, like interfaces, new sensors, but also size, performance of those cameras, and also taking care of future trends, what needs to be also considered for future development.
In regards to autonomous system technologies, where do we currently stand from a technical perspective, and what level of autonomy can be reached nowadays?
I would say we are at the beginning. I wouldn't say at the very first beginning, but we are at the beginning. In specific for the factory automation environment, I think a lot of challenges have to be overcome. But I think there are technologies available, maybe not cost attractive for mass production, but there are technologies available, and I think the next years will be very, let's say, successful for autonomous machines. There will be a lot of developments and more companies to come up with solutions.
In your company, you're driving strategic decisions, as you mentioned earlier, about new product platforms, sensors or interfaces. What kinds of projects are you currently working on? Could you give us an example?
I can't tell everything in detail, of course, but one thing, for example, is we still see a trend for higher resolution, for higher frame rates, for diverse reasons, because this image information is very, in some cases for safety, in some cases for a real good inspection or quality you want to achieve in your machines, or even now with those autonomous machines to have very clear, for example, orientation guidance. Therefore, you need a lot of image information, and one thing is take care of those higher resolution, higher bandwidth with a new interface, different cameras, or let's say camera platform which we want to cover, and also make that attractive for customers bringing this technology to the market. So this is one of projects. Other projects are dealing in specific on new innovations in combination with price attractiveness, which we see as a very important combination for making our cameras successful.
You're going to moderate a Challenge Your Peers session entitled Getting Their Eyes into Our Autonomous Machines. And could you give us some first insights on what you will discuss with your peers?
I'm covering actually 3 topics. So the one is what are their requirements from those people who build the machines, those people who maybe program the software. So what are their requirements for actually these eyes, which are in this sense mean the cameras and vision information in 2D or maybe 3D. So what are their requirements? The second thing is where are the challenges in terms of realizing those requirements? We want to discuss on this, for example, all these components you need, how to bring them in the machine. Today there's a lot of, let's say, development phases, and nobody's really bringing that in, not nobody, but a lot of people are not bringing it to the mass production. So what are the challenges from the way of designing those modules in at the end into mass production machines? So this is actually the 3 things we want to cover.
What are the requirements to find the perfect eyes? Which ones have you identified at Basel?
One is definitely, of course, the performance. So you need in various light situations, various inside a factory, outside maybe a factory, different light situations. Sometimes you have LED, sometimes there's just the sun outside. So this is definitely one thing. So the performance, the actual visible performance of the sensor itself is one. Then the second one is what is the price it comes along with that. And the third one definitely is how to make it easy to integrate those sensors into machines, and also having a long-term availability. I think the last one is very important. I mean, there are a lot of cheaper solutions in the market, but you need long-term availability if you want to design now a very complicated, or let's say specific machine for a long time. In most cases, it will be installed to the factory floor. Usual lifetimes are maybe 10 years, and this is also something we have to take care of when coming out with new cameras.
Which outcomes and benefits are you hoping to gain from the conference and exchanging with other participants?
Yeah, first of all, I think this is one very nice thing to meet other people from the industry, or let's say people who who need components from, for example, Basler, but also what are their plans, what are their trends they're dealing with, so get these exchange with those people. Mm-hmm. Maybe get ideas for myself or for our company about new products, product ideas, because from the session, or maybe talk with the people, I will hear news or information which are dealing with the fact there are different requirements, or how can we tackle those requirements and put it maybe into new product ideas. This would be also nice to hear that today.
Thank you for your time, René, and I wish you good insights.
Okay, thank you very much.